What up, guys? This is Guido, the boss at Batt's Most Wanted Scammers. It is time for the monthly episode that's called Interrogation. This is for the month of July. Be answering 10 questions that you guys asked. But before I get down and dirty, if you are watching this on YouTube and if you're not a member of Batt's Most Wanted Scammers, go to Facebook, type in Batt's Most Wanted Scammers in the search bar, fill out all the questions, send a request, and update yourselves on yesterday's and today's Batt Scammers. So, July, this month has been one hell of a fucking month, and so many questions that I've gotten, and a lot of things has happened in the Batt Hobby, so it's going to be interesting on this thing. Let's get to it. Wait, before I go even further, any names that I'm here to mention, I'm not. This is not a drama video, but some of you might think it is. But I'm gonna be respectful all across, so no talking shit, nothing like that. So, but anyways, let's get to it. All right, question one says here, did you hear about Colin Suave? Yeah, man. I had several conversations with Suave. I would call him Suave, the last name, because I know it's spelled different. Salve, I believe, but great guy in the hobby. I had a couple of conversations with the dude, and he passed away recently, and you know, the Batt Hobby lost a really good guy. He was pretty active in the Batt Hobby. Didn't know him too well. Had several conversations, like I said. Just never heard nothing bad about the guy. And may he rest in peace, and prayers towards his family and friends. Question two. Have you ever heard Ethan Thompson being a racist? I've never heard of Ethan being a racist. I heard him, you know, joke around on his own race, you know, because he's Hispanic. But other than that, never heard him being racist. So, question number three: did you see the double dropkick sit down with Carmine? If so, what is your thoughts on that guy? So, I checked out most of the episode, and learned some new things about Carmine, and overall doesn't seem like a bad dude. Definitely one of the most controversial figures in the hobby, no doubt, but the dude is, you know, he's a grown man, and does whatever he wants to do, and he's able to defend himself against whomever. But definitely interesting show. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. Question number four says here, seen your videos on Muhammad Salman for foreigners belts. I'm disgusted that people like that exist in the hobby. Should I be worried because I have an order pending? Should you be worried? You should be worried, because it's just, this dude is something else. Muhammad Salman, he's I did a video on this guy recently. You guys should check it out. He's screwing over several customers as we speak, and it's not cool. This dude's a scammer. long time ago. I had some situation with him as well, and he recently changed his name. The group name is no longer Foreigners Bouts. It is called the Champion. Chic Champion. And there's some rumors that he also changed his name to Muhammad Farouk. So you guys watch out with this guy. He's taking money from customers, and he's using that money to put towards other customers that he owes bouts longer than new customers, and he's shipping off bouts from customers that's been waiting longer. So basically you're gonna end up waiting a long time before you even get your belt shipped or even made. So that's the problem that's happening with Muhammad Salman. There's a couple of people where he just straight out is not going to even make a bout or deliver bouts to them because they voiced their concerns and opinions about him. They have orders with Salman, and they voiced their concerns about him. So now he's like, you know what, you're putting me on blast. So now you're not gonna get your bout. You're not gonna get it. So that's a scam within itself. But watch out with this guy. He's definitely it's going to be the next mock bouts of the Batt Hobby for sure. And it sucks. The dude has potential too, man. But it is what it is with this guy. Question number 5. Your thoughts on the Gary Sutton YouTube channel being under attack. So, if you guys been following me, you guys know that Gary and I don't get along. It's been a good minute since we've been going heads up. And again, this is not to be talking shit about anybody that I'm mentioning on this episode. But yeah, I did hear that this YouTube channel is being under attack, and I guess his Facebook page is being under attack. This thing, he's another controversial figure in the hobby. Pretty vocal, this guy. And again, I'm not talking smack about him, but what do you expect when you say a lot of things in the Batt Hobby, and then you're gonna end up upsetting people to the point where, well, they're gonna try to come back after you. And what's happening, right? They're reporting your stuff. They're trying to kick you out of the YouTube world and try to shut down your Facebook or whatever it is. From what I understand, I think it was from copyright material or something like that. So they're going to find any reason or way to try to take his stuff down. And it has to do because, well, the dude is like outspoken, and sometimes he has good reason to be, but there's sometimes that where one should just sit back and just let things plan out the way it's supposed to. And unfortunately, for him, his stuff is being under attack. So I'm not surprised that that's happening. So all right, number 6, lawsuits in the hobby, thumbs up or thumbs down. So lawsuits in the hobby, I've already spoken about that before, but thumbs down. There's no need to put a lawsuit against anybody. I think that that's a little bit too extreme. This is the Batt Hobby, so if you got to go and try to put a lawsuit against somebody, it's more of a it's just like a petty thing. I've been threatened several times by several different people with them putting a lawsuit, or they say they're going to, and I just think that it's something where it shouldn't be done, because it's a Batt Hobby. It's not something where it's should be serious enough where it's going to affect your own personal life outside of the hobby. So that's my opinion on it. Those guys that threaten lawsuits against me probably think otherwise. But my name's been dragged through the mud a lot over these past few years, where I've been called a scammer. So I mean, that's defamation of character. That's that's a straight out attack against me. But I'm not going to go and put a lawsuit for those people that are they called me a scammer. And which is quite a few of you guys out there that did so. But that there's no need to go to that route anyway. All right, so question number 7 says here, I don't understand why people do bout bashing, and the same ones that don't want the drama, they're the ones that do the bout bashing. What is your opinions on that? So, bout bashing, and the same ones that are about bashing are the ones that say that they don't want drama. So that's what the question seems like to be. I do see that a lot in the hobby. A lot of these guys that are bashing other people's products, they preach that they don't want any drama, that drama shouldn't exist in the Batt Hobby, but yet they turn around and bash people's belts. I've seen that happen before. And it's just a hypocritical thing. That shit's got to stop. Especially if you praise that you're a drama-free person, or you run a drama-free show or group, and then you're turning around and you're talking smack about someone's bout bashing or whatever, just talking smack about somebody, then that means that you're asking for drama, and so it's a hypocritical thing, and that's just gotta stop. That's gotta stop. It's getting out of control. That's my own opinion, I think. Let's see here. Number 8, does racism exist in the hobby? So racism exists in the hobby. When I agreed that, or not agreed, but when I made a decision months ago that I was going to, stop the drama and stop attacking my attackers, on my group and myself, I was actually working on a video on several people in the Batt Hobby that, for me, they're racist, and the video was going to provide evidence of these certain people in the Batt Hobby, and these certain people in the Batt Hobby they're up there. They're well known, and these guys are like the unofficial, leaders of the Batt Hobby. I know what it's like when it comes down to racism, because these guys in the Batt Hobby that talked about me, mocked my last name. For instance, one guy who's he called me Guido 2 Tacos. Now, because I'm Hispanic, he got my last name, Guido 2 Tacos, because tacos is, associated with Hispanics, Mexicans, or Latinos, or whatever it is, whatever words you guys want to use. And the person that said that, came from a lighter skin than mine, colored lighter skin than mine, and it's unacceptable. I find that as being racist. That's not like talking shit. That's straight out. It's racism. It's like if I were to make fun of that person that's lighter skinned than me, and associate them with a derogatory term like that. They're gonna find that as racist. So also there was another person that's well known in the Batt Hobby, well respected as well, and controversial figure in the hobby, who also one time I had a Facebook profile picture with the hat. I was on vacation in Hawaii, and I had a hat on, and this guy made fun of me making a video with himself in it, wearing a similar hat like mine, and playing the Bitty Bitty Bom Bom music in the background, and talking with the Hispanic accent, and mocking things that I was saying, and making fun of me, and basically the Hispanic part of what I am, and was straight out racism there as well. This person that was doing that was darker skinned than me, so if I were to go ahead and turn around and make a comment towards the race that he is, and mock him and the color of his skin, people are not going to find that as joking around. People are going to label me as a racist. So there's a lot of things that has happened in the hobby against me, myself, by basically every color of skin out there. And I had this video, I was almost done right before I decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna stop this this drama against my attackers, people that was talking shit about me and my group at the time. And I had evidence of these people making these racial slurs and comments. Another guy, also well known in the hobby, when it came up to that picture with me wearing a hat, he made a statement of, "Hey Guido, you can come over my house and mow my lawn." So it's like, if you guys don't find that as racist, then, or those comments that I said about, Guido 2 Tacos, another guy saying, or making a video mocking my accent with a hat, playing Beady Beady Bom Bom music in the background, or another guy saying, "Hey, you can come over my house, you can mow my lawn." There was another guy said something about making fun of my weight, and at the same time making fun of me, the part of me being Hispanic, saying that it looks like he had one too many burritos, things like that. So those were legit statements that was said by, again, individuals in the Batt Hobby that are right now, and a lot of people that see these guys that said these things, well known, well respected, and they're kind of part of the what I call the hierarchy. The unofficial dudes in the hobby that are looked at as like the leaders of the hobby. So does racism exist in the hobby? It does exist, and I know from firsthand. So it's not cool. I've never mocked anybody about their culture, where they come from, the color of their skin, or anything like that. I don't go in that area. I don't need to do that in order to make a point across or a statement. That's a coward's way. It's BS. It's just people being racist are just pussies. That's my opinion on that thing. But it does exist in the Batt Hobby. Question number 9: have you seen or heard about the drama on Jason Presley? If so, what is your say on it? Man, this month's been crazy. I did hear pieces of what's happening with the Presley situation, and from what I understand, he tagged certain people in the Batt Hobby. Again, these people that he tagged, well respected. They're up there, in the Batt Hobby. They unofficial leaders, in the Batt Hobby. These guys are well known. These guys are the ones that people say, hey, you can go up to them, ask them questions, they're trustworthy and they're reliable. So I understand why Jason tagged these certain people, because one person was made a joke on a thread of his, and so he's pointing it out to the unofficial leaders of the Batt Hobby to basically say, hey, this dude here is getting out of line, and I need you guys to talk to him, basically to let him know, to tone it down or whatever. Is the way that I'm taking it, that is the way that I see it, what he did. And instead what happened was these individuals that Jason tagged ended up turning around and looked like if Jason was being attacked, that's what it looked like. I don't think there was also an attack on him as well, but I do understand what Jason was trying to do. The individual that made that joke is another person in the hobby that is a well-known guy, another controversial figure in the Batt Hobby, but he's a known guy. He's another one where people would say, go up to him if you need some advice or a question that needs to be asked. This guy's been in the hobby for a while, so I understand why he tagged these other people. This just simply was, at least I believe, or my opinion on this thing, it was that Jason just wanted to have these group of guys that are respected in the hobby, that are up there in the hobby, to go ahead and talk to this other person and to, kind of in a way put him in his place. At least that's my opinion on the thing. So, but didn't turn out the way that he wanted it. Instead, it seemed like it was kind of like an attack towards Jason. But I believe that Jason, what he said about the aftermath, on the situation, is that Jason told it like it is, and I believe that's true, because I understand what Jason is what he went through, and because the same thing what I went through in the Batt Hobby, where I had a group of individuals that attacked me at one point, and these group of individuals were up there as well, in the Batt Hobby, trustworthy, and I got attacked by being called scammer when I never was a scammer, and then proven with the sit-down interview with Kevin Davenport that what I did was straight out legit, and I had every right to request a partial refund of $150, and I was never a scammer to begin with. So, you know, at that time, before all that though, these individuals of the Batt Hobby with the voices, the unofficial leaders, basically crucified me and labeled me a scammer, and I had to hold that title for a year and 2 months. So I understand what he's going through. Is that there is, unfortunate. Again, I'm not here to cause more drama or talk shit, but there's some hypocrisy in the Batt Hobby, and I've been actually saying what he's just saying now. I've been saying it way before that he's been saying it about certain people that have a role in the Batt Hobby, that are well known, that are up there, unofficial leaders, the hierarchy. These guys that are well respected and whatever. I actually been singing that tone for a long time. So, and see, Jason's a perfect example of it. So, unfortunately, but so yeah, it just sucks overall on the situation on that thing. Question number 10, last question. So, I don't know how to even begin with this question, but let's get to it, man. So basically, here we go. Someone sent me this thing. I had to find out what this person was talking about and make sure that this next question was legit and true. So I'm going to read the question now. So this person, again, I'm going to be respectful. It's not to be talking shit. And same thing with all the other individuals that I mentioned in this video. I'm not here talking shit. I'm not here causing drama. I'm just here explaining things, and people are asking my opinion on things. So I'm just giving my opinion. But let's get to it. Last question. Mark Maggard mentions you on Spanning the Globe. Let's see here, that I put Joy Gray as a scammer. Joy Gray has never scammed anyone. Where is the proof? So, here we go again with this situation. So, Mark Maggard. All right, I had to go back and ask this person, okay, where did you see it? What episode? Oh, the last one. All right. So I checked out the part where, what he was talking about, and so I understand that he did made a comment like that, saying that I falsely accused several people in the hobby of being scammers when they're not, and that Joey Gray was one of them. So let's get some things clear here. And again, I'm going to be respectful with this thing. First off, I've never said Joey Gray was a scammer, ever. So Joey Gray is marked down at Batt's Most Wanted Scammers as a be on the lookout. He is not marked down as a scammer alert. So for those of you guys that are not members of Batt's Most Wanted Scammers, there's two type of people that end up on my list. One is a person that scams. They're labeled as a scammer alert. And number two is the person that was trying to scam or doing shady business or other things that are not scam related, but shady shit. They'll be labeled as a be on the lookout. Now, Joey Gray, along with his tag team partner, which I will not mention his name because he didn't mention mine. Later on in the show, Joey Gray puts up 2 comments about me and my bout group. So that's the reason why I'm saying your name, Joey. I I never called you a scammer, Joey. Mark Maggard, I never called Joey Gray a scammer. I did label him as a be on the lookout because, and again, I'm going to go a long story short on this situation. For those of you that didn't know, well, now you're going to find out. You're brand new to the hobby. There's evidence that Joey Gray, along with his tag team partner, deleted comments on Jago John's bout group page. That's the makers that they work for. Joey Gray is a middleman, if you guys don't know. And what happened was that, long story short, Jago John made poor product belts for another gentleman, which I'm not going to mention him. I'm not going to drag his name into this thing. But this other gentleman is a known figure in the Batt Hobby, and he does a lot of YouTube bout reviews. And he made 2 videos on 2 bouts from Jago John. The first one came out with a lot of issues, and Jago John, seeing his bout review video, didn't like it. If anything, he got upset about it because he was telling the truth. The bout came out looking like, it was just not up to par. There's a lot of issues with it. And so Jago John tried to make things right by sending him a second bout, which was worse than the first one. The video is out there. It's also, I made a video on why Joey Gray and his tag team partner are be on the lookout in my group. It's in my YouTube accounts. You guys will have to scroll almost at the beginning when I created it, or in the beginning of all those videos. You'll see it there. It's about an hour and 15 minutes long. It explains everything to detail and to show evidence and proof of what they did. So what happened was, after the second bout that was made, Joey Gray and his tag team partner made a video of Jago John saying that it was false, that the bout, that there was nothing wrong with the bout, and that you guys should go ahead and check that out. Go check it out, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. So a lot of guys, including myself, went to this guy's YouTube channel, checked out both episodes, and it turned out to be that, well, no, the bout that Jago John sent this guy, both bouts were just, they were just not good. Let me put it that way. There's other words that I could use, but like I said, I'm not here to cause any drama. But they were just not good at all. So I went back, and as well as a couple other individuals that seen that other person's video review, and we let Joey Gray and his tag team partner know, actually, you know what? He was right. There's so many things wrong with the bout. The second one was even worse. So Joey Gray, along with his partner at the Jago John bout group, decided to delete comments and delete people's review of what they seen. They deleted that person's bout review from the page. And then when I noticed, and other people were noticing that Joey Gray, along with the partner, were deleting comments, we were like, what is this? This is you guys are deleting comments. And then soon after that, we all got blocked. I got blocked or we got kicked out of the group, basically. And some guys did get blocked. And so when you have a middleman or a bout maker that are deleting comments on people's opinions or people's review on their products, and it's a negative comment, not as they weren't, no one was talking shit about Jago John's bouts. We were just saying that no, so-and-so was right. There was plating issues. Size of the plates were inaccurate. There was so many things wrong with the bout. It happened a long time ago, but there's a video that I did. Check it out. It's under my YouTube account, and It explains more in detail on what they did, what happened, and it, when you have a middleman and a belt maker or whoever that represents, a belt maker, deleting comments and blocking people and kicking people out because they're, not satisfied with the product, or they're saying, hey, you know what, this person was right, then that's considered, shady, a shady tactic. It's a shady business. They're trying to erase anything negative about, their products. They're trying to control or douse the flames, do damage control, and that's something that you don't do. There is no perfect bout maker out there anyway. Every maker is going to make a mistake, but what they did was something that's considered shady, and that's the reason why Joey Gray and his tag team partner made the list at Bout's most wanted scammers. Think about this, guys. I mean, those two guys, Joey Gray and almost said the other, and the other guy, they're really good guys in the Batt Hobby. I really don't have animosity or anything towards these guys, but I'm a customer first before I'm Guido and before I'm a guy that puts scammers on blast. I'm a customer first, and if I'm going to want to buy a bout from a bout maker, I want to know the pros and cons of the bout, right? All the good stuff about the maker and the product, and then I want to know all the bad stuff about the maker and the product, and then I'll make a decision whether to go, and pay for products from that maker or not. In this case, these two were deleting people's comments, deleting people's bout reviews, deleting people's opinions, blocking people, kicking them out of the groups because their maker actually did make, not to par bouts. Then there's something that is wrong, that is shady. You don't do that. As a customer, you want to know these things so that way we can make a decision whether we want to go and buy bouts from that maker or not. You don't go and delete people in the way that's kind of like you're trying to silence people, and that's a dirty tactic. That's shady business, and that's the reason why Joey Gray and his partner made it at Bout's most wanted scammers on my list. Again, they're not scammers. Okay, you're hearing this out of my mouth, and you're gonna hear it in the video that I did a long time ago on them. They're not scammers. They never was scammers. So, Mark Maggot, if you're watching this, again, I never said they were scammers. So they were not wrongly labeled. They're beyond the lookouts. They did something shady, and that's like if you're a leather guy, okay? And if someone does a review on your leather and they say, hey, there's this and that wrong with it, look at this, look at that, and it was brought to your attention, and people are talking about it in your group, and you go back and you start deleting those comments from these people that are saying, oh yeah, it's true. What is that? How is that going to look on you, right? It's going to look bad, it's not going to look good, So, and it was not an attack against Joey Gray's maker, Jagu John. No one was attacking the guy. Everybody was being respectful on the comments and their opinions on the guy's product, but they went ahead and deleted comments and blocking people and kicking people out of the group. So, and I was one of them, and it sucked. And because of those actions, that's what landed Joey Gray and his partner as a beyond the lookout at Bout's most wanted scammers. So the proof and evidence is in the video. Check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. I mentioned the person there, the person that did the two belt reviews on the 2 belts from Jagu John, and you guys are gonna see what is wrong with those belts. And if you guys are okay for a middleman or belt maker deleting these negative, honest reviews on and blocking people and doing all this other crap, then there's something wrong with you, because transparency, honest transparency, those are things that we want from belt makers, from middlemen. We want transparency. We want people to be honest. As a customer, I want people to be honest. I want people to be transparent. I want people to not sugarcoat things when it's time for me to buy a product or looking at a product. I want to find out the pros and cons. So that's all that was, and that's the reason why they're, again, why Joey Gray and the tag team partner ended up as a be on the lookout. Again, not scammers. Never said they were scammers. So, hopefully that gets corrected. But if there's anybody else anybody out there that says that I put someone as a scammer in my group, and if you believe they're a scammer, that they shouldn't be a scammer, then you guys can message me and we could have a talk about it. I would suggest that you guys be a member of Batt's Most Wanted Scammers, so that way you guys know how I run the group, and you know the rules of the group. Just because one lands on my page does not necessarily mean that they are a scammer. So, let's get rid of that stigma now. I've already explained this several times, and it seems like some certain people are just not understanding that. I don't understand. So, but anyways, that was already 10 questions, guys. See you next month in August for another 10 questions on Interrogation here with Guido at Batt's Most Wanted Scammers. Again, go to Facebook. If you're not a member of Batt's Most Wanted Scammers, send a request and keep your eyes peeled. A lot of scammers are out there, a lot of fake profiles, and be safe, guys. All right, guys. Peace out. See ya.